So the next anime I'm going to talk about, let me get back a little farther. I'm over to the club. So the next anime I'm going to talk about real quick is Monster right here, right? Now Monster for me personally, it was like I was watching it and I really, like I saw so many scenes about it, so many people were talking about it, made me want to watch it, right? And then when I went and turned it on, I think I got to like episode 20 and I was just so unbelievably bored. It's like not even funny. And I hate to say that because it's in so many people's top five. Usually when people have a top five, they'll say something on the lines of Berserk, Full Metal Alchemist, Neon Genesis Evangelion, Monster, and Ergo Proxy or something like that. But for me personally, a lot of the like really big ones that people tell you to watch, I usually don't like and enjoy. It's very strange. And Monster was no exception. Like this one to me was so boring. I fell asleep to it probably like 5, 6 times. Like I kept turning it on, watching it, and I was expecting something exciting to happen, and nothing exciting was happening. But the thing about it is it's like one of those anime where it's like it's a really big slow burn, but it's also not a shonen type of anime. So it's like you don't really get that much action in it. You're just getting just kind of a little bit of story that's kind of slowly guiding you. But see, it's not like a movie. It's not like a 2 hour thing. It's literally like a 40 to 50 episode thing. So it's like when it's a super duper slow burn, it's like I'm not getting any enjoyment out of it at all. I'm like, bro, I need more. Like when it comes to enjoyment on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll say my enjoyment was like a 2 or a 3, which is not good. When you have plain characters, you got a bland story, the story's taking too long to, pick up, it's just not good for me personally. You have to have something that's keeping me, into it. It can't be like, okay, the story is building up and it's building up for like 40 episodes to like get to something interesting, is what I'm trying to say. And this was one of those ones where it was doing that. It was like I'm sitting here watching it and I'm like, okay, when is it gonna get me hyped? When am I gonna get hyped? When is my mind gonna be blown? Whatever. Now I like Johan. I like how Johan is literally Satan incarnate. Like he's just evil. He's dressing up like his sister and going on dates with guys and all this crazy stuff. But it was like that wasn't enough to keep me invested. One amazing character, but it's taking so long to get to the interesting parts. You know what I'm saying? Or it's like every other part that isn't him on screen is making me bored. It's like, oh, Johan's here. Okay, finally. It's kind of like the whole JJK effect for me personally, where it was like the only thing that really made me like JJK really was Gojo, because Gojo was just doing cool stuff all the time. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, if I would give it a rating, when I was watching it personally, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it like a 2 or a 3. There are lots of people that think it's a 12 out of 10. I think it's like a 2 or 3 out of 10 when it comes to my personal enjoyment. You know what I'm saying? It's not for everyone. It's one of those anime shows. It's really not for everybody. I'm not gonna lie to you. It wasn't keeping my attention enough. There wasn't enough going on for me. But that's opinion. Y'all might like it more. Y'all might think it's the greatest anime of all time, 10 out of 10, and that is perfectly fine. Everybody is allowed to have their own opinion. But for me personally, it was just like, when I was watching it. So I hope you guys have all the same stuff.